Hello, hello. Today we have some blushes that I have been waiting years to try. These blushes are from BPerfect Cosmetics. BPerfect Cosmetics is from Belfast, Northern Ireland, I believe. And I have been waiting to get my hands on these for so long. It's a bit pricey. The transition from, I think it's, I don't remember if this is originally being sold in pounds or euros. But the transition to the dollar is a little bit more, so it's pricier to buy. And then there's also the taxes and the shipping, and there's these duties now that we have to pay. So it's really pricey to send stuff all the way from over there to the States, especially when I'm in California. So I'm not on the East Coast of the States. It's not a shorter airplane ride. It's a full ride. And I've been eyeing these. I don't know what it is, but the pictures really got me. I've been interested in buying these for a really long time. But I'm a little underwhelmed, but I think it's because of my expectations, and that's kind of on me. But I'll let you know what I was actually expecting. So let's start with the actual blushes. So these are just liquid blushes, and I got mine in Searing Sun and Apricot Dream. These were on sale. I believe I bought these during, when did I get these? I think it was before Black Friday. I don't think I got these for Black Friday. This, I believe, was maybe a bit, well, it might have been some sort of brand birthday kind of thing. I'll put that all down below as always. But I got the two shades Searing Sun and Apricot Dream because I've really been on a kick with orange blushes since last year. But now that we're beginning in winter, I've kind of just fallen back in love with the pink blushes, and I'm really back into my pink blushes again. So I feel like I didn't really get to have these for enough time to give them enough love. I want to try these out again during the summer, but for now we can at least swatch them. So I got one that's a little bit more orange and one that's a little bit more like salmon. So let's start off with this orange one. The shade is like really strong. I was also really surprised by the size. Size is a little smaller. I don't know why I thought they were a lot bigger, but that's fine because you really don't need that much liquid blush. The name's on the bottom, Apricot Dream. And this top completely comes off, and it has a pump. So I'm actually just going to fully open it and then just do a dot right there. You can see from that dot, and I'm just going to do a little drag right there just so you can see that shade. It is really pretty. Of course, you know, if you've been on this channel, you know that I really love orange and yellow. So if I don't see yellow, I'll grab an orange blush. And I really like how they blend out really nicely. This is really pretty. Like I said, I just don't feel like I gave this enough of a chance. If I had bought in some pinks, I would still be using them. But I feel like now that we're in December, I just have not wanted to use any orange blushes. I've been really into my baby pinks right now. So it's unfortunate. I feel like I wasn't as excited for these as I should have been because I really just want to wear pink blush right now. But I like the formula. I feel like it was easy to work with. I don't remember having any issues using these. I've used them at least both twice now. Here's the other one. This is Searing Sun. And we're going to do the same thing. Just a drop. You can see there, definitely more of that peachy vibe. And a little goes a long way. Like, that was a really thick drop. That's really pretty. And we're going to try and blend this out too. That is so pretty. Wow. Like, they're very pigmented. They don't really have a smell. Like, there's a slight smell, but it's just like product smell. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell good, but it doesn't smell bad. So I really like these shades. I do like the shades that I picked out. I would like to try some more pinky formula, because as of right now, I definitely don't want to be using this one, but even this feels a little too orange. But, so I was a little, I don't want to say underwhelmed, but I was kind of like, oh, how pretty, and then I didn't get to use them for very long, because I'm trying so many products. I was trying, I think, other blushes at the time, and these just didn't get to make and didn't get to have their moment, but I am excited to have these. The ones that for sure I was a little disappointed by, just because, so it says Shimmer Liquid Blush. For me, when it says Shimmer Liquid Blush, I thought this was going to be a blush with shimmer. if that makes sense. Like, I thought there was going to be a lot more pigment. I thought the point of this was to wear this more as a blush versus what it actually is, which is it's more of a highlighter, it's more of a shimmer than it is a blush. The color for these are really, really translucent. These are more of like toppers. So I would put this shade on top of another pink, and I would put this shade on top of an orange. But I mean, listen, don't get it twisted, because the highlight for these are fucking beautiful. They're so natural looking. It really reminds me of Ofra. The Ofra highlighters are my favorite highlighter. So this is what I compare it to. I really, really like the highlight for these. I was just bummed out because I thought there was going to be a lot more pigment. Like, I thought it was going to be a situation where I'm like, cool, I can take this with me, and I don't need to take a blush and a highlight, because this will be a blush that happens to have some, you know, a little bit of shimmer in it. But it's not. It's more of a shimmer. It says can be used on the eyes, cheeks, and wait, on the lips, cheeks, and eyes. What about this one? Can you be used on the lips, cheeks, and eyes? Oh. It says a liquid blush that dries to a soft powder finish for this one. This is a shimmer liquid blush that dries to a soft powder finish. Okay, interesting. So this is Peach Lemonade. Peach Lemonade is another kind of orangey, shimmery shade. They're all, I think they're all frosted, and there's the difference is that this one doesn't, the BP is invisible, and on this one you can see it because it's shiny. The boxes look almost the same. This is a matte box, this is a shiny box. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna open it up. You can definitely see it's shiny. I don't know if we're gonna get a drop of this. You can see there, it really just looks like a highlight. Let me bring it down right here. Like, it's got some color, but when you, or at least on my skin tone, on my face, because my face is darker, I guess, than like my hand. I have like, I guess, an uneven skin tone, you would say, like on my face. So like around my eyes is darker, so I have to use like concealer and all that stuff. But like here, you can see there is some very light color, but it's mostly for the shimmer. You can definitely see I use a lot here, so this is also very, it's very wet still. But over here, it has a really nice, just like, it feels very natural. And I keep blending this out because I wouldn't use that much just on one side. So you can definitely see the orange a lot more. But it's not as pigmented. So see, I thought I was going to get like a shade, you know, strong like this, and then it happens to have that shimmer on top. But it's not. But it's much less sparkly and more metallic, which is how I like my highlighters. So if you ever got something like this, you don't have to worry about, I feel like, it being too dark. Because you could totally blend that out. Like, I have this just in one spot, but you can totally blend that out and not use as much as I just did, because I'm just trying to get the color out so you can see it. Because I was really excited about this pink, and I thought I'm going to get this cute bubblegum pink with the shimmer, but I didn't. It's more of just the shimmer. Look how pretty it is in the bottle. Very interesting shape. I don't feel like I would confuse this shape with any other brand. Pop that off. Now we're going to go again over here. You can see there, it's that pretty Barbie pink. I'm going to drag it along a little bit. Look how pretty and flashy. Well, then we're going to try and blend this out. This is, I would use this on top of a pink blush. Because here's the thing, like, yes, I know you can see it here, but I wanted the main purpose of it to be a blush with a little bit of a sparkle. If I keep applying it, yes, I'm going to get a darker color. You're going to see that color more, but it's going to leave you looking like the fucking Tin Man. And I don't want that. That's not my vibe. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to show you guys the color so you can see, like, yes, there is a little bit of color in here. I just thought it was going to be more color, less shimmer, and it's more shimmer with a little less color. So because I have to use these two more sparingly, I would use these on top of a blush, and I have applied my blush on first and then put these on top, and it's really pretty, it really is, but I'm just kind of questioning, as much as I really love these, and I waited so long for these, I'm kind of like, should I try to pass these on? I don't know. I think for what it is and what it's worth, I'm happy with what I got. At least for the actual blushes, super pigmented. I thought they were easy to use. I think they're really pretty. I think the actual shimmers, these two have a slight coconut smell. It smells really nice. These two, I guess you could say, are odorless because they don't really smell, they just smell like product. But I think I'm happy with what I have for now. I'll see eventually if these ever go on sale again, because of course I only bought these because they were finally on sale. I would really love to try more BPerfect cosmetics. I just wish it was more easier available, like easily available to get here in the States, but specifically more like in California as well. I'm hoping they eventually branch out enough where they can finally have something where it's either like, you know, part of Ulta, or if they have a warehouse here in the States. Because the thing is, I believe they do have a warehouse here in the States, but they do all the sales for their like Belfast location. It's like they never give the Americans any freaking sales. And it's like, well, I'm not spending my money right now on full price items. If I'm gonna get something and try something from your brand, I'm gonna try it at a sale price. Because I think in USD, I think these sell for maybe $20. I'd have to go like fact check that, but they're quite pricey. And you saw, like, they're small. I'm sure like that's all you need though, and the quality is good. But I'm like, $20 for a blush when I want to try multiple colors. Could you imagine me buying these 4 blushes for $80? Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy with what I have. You can definitely see how the pink is popping a lot more. This orange is a lot more, I guess, neutral, a bit more natural. This is really giving 2000s like highlighter pink. That is really pretty. And I want to try, it has dried down more. I feel like you can still move it though. You can definitely still move it. Let's see if I can I still have some of the pink on my finger. I do think these are pretty, and I will continue trying to buy from BPerfect Cosmetics. I've tried a couple of their palettes and I really, really love them. Especially, oh, I wish I could remember. It's like the something Marie? Like Stacy Marie number 4, I think it's what it's called. I think that's what it is. It's like this super duper just ultimate fall palette. I love that palette so much. I love it so much that I bought 2 of them. But here's the shades. Let me know if you've ever heard of BPerfect Cosmetics before. I would love to know your thoughts below. But other than that, you'll have a great day.